Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am. So, I'm going to report the topic that I've been assigned. So, the topic I choose is the ratio of supervisor to apprentice. Every employer's responsibility, regardless of who is tasked within the organization to carry out the whole of supervisor, that the employer remains responsible for the quality of apprentice training and their safety and supervision, including direct general and broad supervision. So, next is the supervisor's responsibility. A supervisor of an electrical apprentice must be competent and adequately or qualified in the role of supervisor and hold the Victorian A class electrician's license or the silver card. If the apprentice is an apprentice electrician, for the electrical apprentice, the supervisor would be qualified to supervise the apprentice type. And the supervisor's responsibility to provide effective supervision to the apprentice is the effective supervision means being so appearance at the site of electrical works to the extent necessary to ensure that the work is being carried out safety and correctly. So dapat sakto sa kuan ato ang kanang sakto sa pagdala din na ay safety sa before ta mo kuan sa example ni sa kuan electrical. So safety first kita kay if ever masipyat ta wa na may makakuan ta sa kuan accident maunsa ta diha or daga nang mga tabo mabuhi ta or mamatay ta para ginagit. So aware of details of electrical works being performed, give instructions and directions to the apprentice, the responsible person, to the compliance of the electrical work. So the supervisor is responsible for assisting whether the workplace is a safe working environment for the apprentice. Is the workplace in the condition that will provide for the safe working environment? So, dapat safe. Muparo ta sa 5S sa electrical. So, dapat clean. Una mo kada safety. Kinahon yun ang safety sa kuan sa lugar. Dapat kanang una ta mo trabaho ato sa i-clear atong pathway sa atong agianan or sa atong trabahoan. Then after sa inyong trabaho dapat ato sa limpyuhan kay saan lang ang magsunod sad, di ba? So deciding what level of supervision should apply at a various stage of their apprenticeship, ensuring that the apprentice is given opportunities to learn and practice on the job skills. So mo ni ang kuan sa ato ning OJT mo ni on the job training. So insulating, testing and commission of circuits and equipment, training, monitoring progress of a daily basis. So level of supervision and when they apply. So apprentices need varying level supervision as they acquire skill and gain confidence. This supervision falls into 3 categories, so direct, general, and broad. So apprentice begin learning at a particular skill under direct supervision. When they achieve competence in a skill, they move generalized supervision for that skill. This decision should be made and consulting with the apprentice. It is important that an apprentice is able to voice their confidence or uncertainty in regard to the abilities and different aspect of electrical work. So, dapat mo show up ganang sa kuan lang di sa ingon nga imong kanang magpakahiro ka. Dan kuan ra gud kanang i-show gud nimo og unsay makaya nimo nga dili sa gagara. Ano, sa kuan lang madili ka maggara-gara ba. Magpakahiro aron ingno ana. So, kuan, be yourself. Maro na. Para iwas ta sa disgrasya sad. So, direct supervision. Direct supervision is one-on-one supervision. So, kuan. This is essentially for the every new apprentice and must be maintained during the training of particular skill until the apprentice has demonstrated their competence in that skill. The supervisor shall be provide specific constant guidance to the apprentice, closely placing the monitoring apprentice of continually reviewing the work of practice and standard of their work. So, the supervisor shall first is to remain the same work site as the apprentice. So, then the second one is to provide instruction and guidance to apprentice and observe all aspects of apprentice work, ensure work performed and safety and correctly. So, mao gina trabaho sa supervisor. So, iya gyud ang obserbahan or iya gyud ang guidan ang iyang apprentice. So, be able to communicate directly with the apprentice at all times. So, always ka nga mo communicate or to be connected with your supervisor or the apprentice. Remain with the audible range within earshot and of the apprentice. So, the second is the general supervision. General supervision is the stage that an apprentice enters as they gain skill that allow them to function more independently. So, sa kuan pa kamauna ng nanay experience gamay sa kuan naman sa gitawag supervision. That apprentice will remove from the direct supervision to the general supervision only the skills where they have demonstrated or competence. Mao ni siya. As a part of the general supervision, the supervisor shall provide the apprentices with the instructions and directions for the task to be performed. With the progress, check the relevant testing to be carried out while the work is being undertaken. So the supervisor shall first remain on the same site as the apprentice, provide guidance, observe and aspects apprentice work and ensure work, be reliable or be readily available to communicate direct within the apprentice when required, be readily available in the immediate work area. So, broad supervision. The apprentice at this level of supervision must able to demonstrate electrical knowledge and skills relevant to the task. So, the apprentice will not require constant guidance from the supervisor. Task being undertaken to provide instructions and direction as required. The supervisor shall provide in a direct face-to-face contact throughout the day or work cycle to check that the apprentice work complies within the technical and safety requirements. The apprentice may only isolate, test, or commission circuits and equipment which under direct supervision. The supervisor is not required to be on the same work site as the apprentice at all times, but shall first is to meet with the apprentice at the start of the day or work cycle to provide direction, isolate and provide the energization of any circuits or equipment in which apprentice will be working. Attend the site of regular intervals to ensure that work is being carried out safely and correctly. Be readily available by electronic communication to provide advice and guidance to the apprentice. Must attend the site of completion and electrical work test, verify or work completed by the apprentice, and carry out any communication or leaving of the work. So the thing, conditions for carrying out the isolation process. Well, procedures. In all cases, the supervisor shall be responsible for carrying out the isolation to produce procedures, confirmations of isolation, compliance, testing, and commissioning or energization. Apprentices should have opportunity to carry out this task to final stages their apprenticeship, but only under direct supervision and under the conditions below. A third stage of apprentice may carry out basic, not live fault finding under direct supervision. So, a fourth stages apprentice may carry out the basic, not live. So, fault finding under the general supervision, not only that they have been deemed competent to do so. Fourth stage supervision may carry out the advanced fault finding and confirmation and isolation under direct supervision. So, the next one is apprentice competency. So the following criteria are the essential when assisting an apprentice to be competent in this task. So awareness or safety requirements. Second is informing the job of an appropriate technical standard, understanding workplace policies and procedures, dealing with everybody problems that may occur, understand why a task is performed in a certain way or sequence. And the last one is the being able to apply skills and constantly. Sabotable raman tingay kayo. So, all about ko naman sa safety na to. So, elements of effective supervision. An effective workplace supervisor. First is provides a safe and supportive workplace. So, dapat mo provide tag workplace kanang safety sa kawan and supportive. Pagkuha lang to kay. Pagkuha lang. Train your apprentices in a safe work practice. Provides technical training. Acts of positive role. Manage the apprentice's training needs. Then help the apprentice develop problem solving skills. So, tinabangay. So, di lang ikaw mo trabaho, dapat kanang teamwork good. So, provides regular feedback and encouragement. Discuss and develops on-the-job training with the apprentices. So, mga tayo last. So, that's all. Thank you.